So guys, you've probably been keeping up to date with the recent news and the recent situation that's been going on with Ian Garry, the MMA Guru, and also Sean Strickland recently has gotten involved in it as well. Bit of a crazy story, pretty funny stuff, and I just wanted to fucking come on here, have a bit of a chat, give my takes on it, if you even care, but just give a bit of the backstory and just run through this whole little timeline of events that's gone on. So, just like, I think it was like 2 days ago, Ian Garry put out a video on his Instagram of him talking to his wife, his 40-year-old wife, about like certain things or something, and she was talking about people talking shit online, something like that, and then he's like, I don't give a fuck, if they're not fucking, it's some fat wanker with a beard, I don't care. So he told her to fuck off, basically, and then she in the video said, I'm gonna go cry to Kurt then, or something like that, who's her ex-boyfriend, and the current nutritionist of Ian Garry, who lives in the house with them. Bit of a crazy story there, so that's pretty funny. So he said that. MMA Guru made a whole video, obviously you probably have already seen it if you're watching this. Amazing video, basically just exposed Ian Garry for like 20 minutes straight. And even in the video, Ian Garry's like, if you were a wag, then we would have a conversation. And it's like, bro, she wrote the book. And that's exactly what MMA Guru said. He showed, like, she literally made a book. Ian Garry's 40-year-old wife, Layla, made a book about how to be a wag, which, if you don't know, is like, it's like an older woman that preys on like young athletes, that like gets to them before they become famous and make a bunch of money and stuff, and then basically locks them down before they have any relationship experience or that kind of stuff. So basically like the female version of just like Pat Barry. That's actually the most apt description I can give you. It's the female version of what Pat Barry did to Rose Namajunas, pretty much. But MMA Guru did a whole video about it. Crazy, great stuff, great watch. That's kind of why, this is where this all came from. Then, I think it was Layla or Ian Garry, one of them responded saying, I think there's a video said, so Ian Garry said, at that boy MMA Guru, chill, you just made a 20-minute response video to a clip that wasn't even about you, sorry bro, laughing emoji. So he's basically saying, oh, the clip wasn't it, basically trying to diffuse the situation, because he's been thoroughly exposed, which was brilliant. And then MMA Guru responds saying, get off his phone and untie him, Layla. We know this is you. You're not fooling anyone. So that was funny. Good stuff from the MMA Guru. Just absolutely roasting. More 10-8s across the board. This is some Holloway Cater level domination right here. And then what's the next thing in the timeline? Then I think something else happened. Then Layla actually tweeted on her feed just randomly, didn't actually tag him or anything like that, but tweeted saying, I've got a law degree or something in defamation and slander. So basically just indirectly threatening to sue the MMA Guru. For literally, it's not defamation, he's telling the truth. She also then said that the book that she wrote was comedic effect, apparently. It was a comedy, even though it was in the education system, and she was literally telling girls how to like appeal to young athletes and then how to control them, basically. So yeah, real comedic videos, When I'm making comedic videos, I'm just randomly insulting Bilal Muhammad and calling him a terrorist. When she's making comedic videos, or comedic books apparently, it's her talking about how to prey on young people. So yeah, that's an interesting take on comedy, in my opinion. But regardless, that's what she said. And then I think it was the other day, or maybe today or yesterday, Sean Strickland comes out with a video. I'm going to get it up for you right now. I'm just going to play the sound of it. So this is the video from Sean Strickland. He basically pays it to, he watches the MMA Guru, clearly. He did the same thing with the Israel Adesanya stuff. He basically pays attention and makes a video anytime. So here's the video from Sean Strickland. I'm going to just play the sound.
Guys, I never talk about anybody's spouses, but this shit ain't right. It ain't fucking right. I gotta talk about it. Ian Garry, I remember when I met you, dude. It was in New York. You were this fine-ass girl. She had the little nipple.
Fine-ass girl.
We all fucking seen it, right? Everybody fucking seen it. But I remember thinking to myself, there ain't something right about that girl. There's something about that woman that ain't fucking right. The way she walked, the way she looked, the way she talked, I knew it. Now I'm finding out you're 26, she's fucking 40, the ex-fucking husband lives with you.
Crazy.
You took the last name. Motherfucker, she wrote a book on how to be a wag. I didn't know what a wag was until now, dude. This shit ain't right, dude. She's a succubus. You gotta run away, bro. Hot girls are a dime a dozen. We'll get you one, we'll get you ring girls, we'll get you two at the same time, bro. You gotta pull the ripcord, man. It ain't fucking right, my friend. You gotta pull that fucking ripcord. I'm here for you. The MMA community's here for you. Do the right
Here for
things,
you.
Ian Garry. Fucking pull that fucking ripcord.
Yep. So that's the video that was made by Sean Strickland, the Chad, the based one himself, Sean Strickland. He made that video. And then let me just go back to my notes here, or my screenshots. Then he tweets, "You know I never talk about a fighter's girl, but fuck, I almost feel bad for Ian Garry at this point. Bro, your girl is a succubus, so it happens to all of us at least once. You got played, #wag, hope you have a good prenup." Sean Strickland just cooking up on the Twitter, you know, roasting him. And then, I think what happened next? So then he releases messages of him and Ian Garry, okay, I'll read you these messages of him and Ian Garry. So Ian says, he messages him first. This is following the first video, by the way. He says, if you continue to spread hate, if you continue to spread it, knowing from it's from the source, the MMA Guru, and it's not true, then you're partaking in harassment and defamation of character. This fucking nerd Ian Garry, bro, talking about defamation of character. Sit down, shut up, and fucking go sit in a corner and watch our wife get fucked by the blokes. Like, Ian Garry, just shut up, man. It wouldn't surprise me if it was Layla basically telling him to do this. Because if you don't know, in the past, he's been talking about, when he was talking about, you know, getting kicked out of other gyms, he like looked over and he's like, "Can I say that?" And then she's like, "Yeah." And he basically, she was telling him what to say. So she controls his entire fucking existence by the sound of it. So Sean Strickland said that, so Ian Garry said that to Sean Strickland. Sean then responds in the most based way possible. He says, "I'm not a lawyer, I'm just a guy who's trying to help a cuck. Lol, sue me. Get in line, motherfucker. There's a few in front of you. I would have respected you more if you threatened violence against me, but I guess it makes sense, ... cuck." So, Sean Strickland just cooking up, 10-8 Strickland, and then Ian Garry finally responds with, Sean, what you're doing is spreading hate, lies, and harassment. I'm helping you here, and just giving you a heads up. Like, Ian Garry, stop talking like you're a fucking professional lawyer. You're not going to be able to sue him because it isn't defamation. It's factually correct. When there's a book that's been written, and as Sean Strickland said, this is his response. So I'll play this now, so listen up.
Yo, will not believe what just happened. So I'm a homie, right? And I sent Ian Garry a message. And I'm like, bro, hey, here's the thing, man. Dicks before kicks, dude. I know you're going through some shit right now. I know that fucking you got preyed upon. I know all this shit. I'm here for you. Just give me a call if you need me. And this motherfucker, he says, I'm going to sue you if you don't fucking delete that. You're going to sue me, motherfucker. He said that I was lying. Motherfucker, I ain't lying. You are 26. She is 40. She wrote a fucking book on how to be old and be with the young. She did write a book. I ain't fucking lying, bro. This is factual. And Ian Garry, I don't give a fuck about being sued. You think I give a fuck about that? You want me to respect you. You say that I'm gonna go fucking to Bass Pro Shop, wherever the fuck you go. I'm gonna go buy a 9. I'm gonna handle this like a man. I would have respected that. I don't fucking respect that. But hey, I fucking expect nothing else from a man like you. So, Strickland responded one final time and absolutely cooked him up. That was basically the thing that he posted with the thing. And then a final tweet that just happened just before he said, Ian Garry, you put a man's mugshot on a shirt to shame him, talking about Jeff Neal, and then you say you're going to sue me. Learn how to be a fucking man. Were you born without a ball sack or did your wife remove them? ... Coward. Utter fucking coward. So again, Strickland's cooking the books, absolutely cooking up Ian Garry. Ian Garry, sit down, shut up, and think about what you're doing. You're getting preyed upon by a 40-year-old woman. So yeah, it's tough for Ian Garry. You know, it's a rough one. He's going through the hard times. Being kicked out. He's been kicked out of gyms. He's being preyed upon by a 40-year-old. He's being exposed by a fat bearded wanker, according to him. And he's getting cooked up by Sean Strickland as well. So crazy stuff. And then finally, MMA Guru responds with another great response saying, Sean Strickland, don't take this out on Ian Garry. He's currently tied up to a radio with a chastity belt on while his owner types these DMs. He's helpless and we have to save him. I agree with this. Start the petition, save Ian Garry. # save Ian Garry. We need to save this man, you know. He's going through some tough times. He's being controlled. He's in an abusive relationship. He's being forced to live with his nutritionist, who's his wife's ex. Definitely that's by
her command. I can guarantee you Ian didn't go, I want my fucking nutritionist, your ex-husband, I want him in the household, so just make sure you feel safe. I can guarantee you Ian Garry's not doing that. He's got him on a vegan diet as well. The nutritionist has Ian Garry on a vegan diet, taking away all the testosterone, getting him all soy, and he's getting back in there, So, Ian Garry, it's a tough one for what's going on in the Garry household for him right now, or the Machado Garry household, I should say, since he took her last name, as a true man would. But yeah, that's this fucking story going on right now. Pretty funny stuff. I'm sure there's going to be more to come out of this in the future. Let me just check Twitter just to make sure, just in case there's anything else that's came out recently. Anything else? I don't think so, no. So yeah, that's basically the whole story of what's gone on. MMA Guru thoroughly exposed Ian Garry, and he's the one that started it. He's the one that mentioned the fat bearded wanker, which everyone just assumed was the MMA Guru. So, crazy stuff from him. But regardless, funny situation. This is great. Leading up to a fight, this really could, maybe impact Ian Garry. Don't know how that's going to end up, but regardless, Sean Strickland cooked. Ian Garry did not cook. Ian Garry's getting cucked. MMA Guru cooked. And yeah, Layla is the man of the household, apparently. Also, one final thing. Ian Garry's talking about suing MMA Guru, talking about suing Sean Strickland. Yet he's the one that called out and basically labelled Neil Magny as a child abuser. So I think there's grounds to sue on that, because that's defamation. Neil Magny's never abused a child in his life, of course. He only undertakes the occasional power slap match with them, but he's never abused a child. Yet there's literal proof about everything both MMA Guru and Sean Strickland are saying. Literal proof about that. There's no proof about Neil Magny abusing a child, so I think Magny has valid grounds to sue Ian Garry, but I guess Magny's not a bitch and can handle words, because he's not going to sue Ian Garry, but apparently Ian Garry just can't handle any negative things because they're defamation, apparently. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I just wanted to record this really quickly, but sit down, shut up, and think about what you're doing. I'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace out.